Hello everyone and good morning. Welcome to Monster Train Morning Commute. My name is SlowWolf and I'll be your engineer for the morning. Morning. How many times can I say the word morning in one morning, I wonder? Why am I speaking like this? I have no idea. Last time we did pretty well, all things considered. Today, we got Hellhorned. We got Stygian Guard. I do not like basic Hellhorned. But here we are. We're doing what we must. The good news is that at least our challenger is being replaced. We have a completely different champion. We have no idea what it is. Upgraded cards. Every card that we have is got a card that's random and that's good. I like it. Enemy units have spikes 1. It's not great for multi-strike. Got to keep that in mind. Or for weak people. Keep that in mind as well. So we want strong, tough people that can just kill in one hit. Too bad we don't have easy access to trample. We do have a lot of high scores today already, so I'm expecting that this is a doable one, or at the very least that there is a particular vein that pops up that's like, hey, this actually works really well. We've got Fortify, Rage Serum, Ice Tornado. These aren't bad spells, okay? These are actually relatively good spells. We'll have to see what happens with these ones. I'm going to go ahead and give everybody a thumbs up. Good luck. Let's see what the Horde has. Conserve energy between turns, or have 7 on the first turn of battle. We've got the Wildlinton. Now, this is interesting. If we get the Incant version of this guy, we are well off. We are going to be casting every turn. I don't see us conserving energy between turns. However, having energy on the first turn of battle could extremely help with those 3-cost spells. So let's give it a shot. Summon, add 3 things to your hand. Incant +1 damage. Welcome to the Thorn Lord. The Thorn Lord welcomes you. Now, first floor fights, those are not very happy scores. Let's see what we can do about that. We just need to make sure that they don't deal damage to our happy fun time place. Toss one of those in behind, come down here, kill off one of these early. Zap. Zap. Cool. I have enough spells for this. There are so many baddies. Holy crap. Okay, so we've spent the last however many turns just casting spells to keep up. I'm very glad, we're at this point. Use this, then this, then this, and then we might as well cast a Train Steward to do a little bit of damage. And how are we doing this floor? Well, he's dead. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's a little bit more, guaranteed, though. No damage to the tower means we do 1610. I'll take that. Look, you see the other scores? 1100, 1200, boom. We've managed to boost it up by a good 500 already. That's good stuff. Holdover Fortify is pretty much perfect. Makes our dude tough. Is a constant 0-cost spell. I like it a lot. The Fledgling Imp, however, being endless, is extremely interesting. What do we have here? Has sap, huh? Fledgling Imp is like a holdover spell that allows us to do even more damage. I actually really enjoy this idea a bunch. Don't get me wrong, holdover Fortify is great. But I think the Fledgling Imp just does more for us. So we're going to go ahead and take that. Holdover Flash Freeze. Holdover Energy Siphon. Okay, look. Now we're cooking with so much gas. We're going down this route because, Alpha Phoenix can't gain 2 armor. Hold on, how big is our Thorn Lord? He's a 3. He's a 3-fer, huh? Horned Warrior with multi-strike, though. The problem, they have spikes. Every single one of them has spikes. If we fortify this guy, though, he is an absolute beast, man. So, yeah, we're going to go for him. Remove Consume. Just get more rage. It's not a bad plan. But I like the idea of more magic power on my ice tornadoes. Yeah, let's go ahead and give that a shot. Upgrade spell to cost 1 less. Making that ice tornado cost a little bit less doesn't really hurt either. 90 damage. You put enough stuff on that. Like that could work. Here's what I will do. I will reduce that cost. I will re-roll. Permafrost, magic power. Make one of these hit like a truck. Make the other one extremely easy to cast. Could we have done one of each? Make them both relatively easy to cast? Yeah, but now we actually have 2 different spells that are actually worth looking at in 2 very different ways. One of them does 40 damage 3 times. The other one does 20 damage 3 times, but is much easier to cast. I'll take it. Enemy in center with armor 10. You know what? You bring it, you sons of Behemoth. I'm going to go ahead and put out the Wild Turn. I'm going to go ahead and put out the Horned Warrior. I'm going to immediately fortify him. I'm going to immediately then Ice Tornado. Sting, Sting, Sting for the card advantage, and then not use Torch. Okay. We can't actually play you down here. Sadness. If we do this, that works out pretty well. And I think in this case, we need to kill him. So that's worth remembering. We are going to Lance. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the Train Steward up here. Okay. Fortify. Energy Siphon, you can't. Fortify? It's something. Do it. Works. Yeah, man. That works great. Okay, so out of these, Fortify with double stack, nah. Ritual of Battle with holdover is so weird. I don't like that. Like, it's good, but I don't like that. I don't like that. I like it, but I don't. It's weird. Crypt Builder here is very powerful already, actually. I am thrilled to say yes to that. Large stone, are you kidding? These creatures are so strong. These creatures are so big. You know what? Give me a goalie. Give me a goalie. I don't mind. I don't mind a goalie here, okay? If we duplicate, we can maybe get some interesting stuff. If we go down this way, we can continue to improve our spells. And our spells, like double stack, more damage. There's options here, okay? Let's take a look and see. Permafrost on Crypt Builder is cute. 20 magic power and consume. I could easily put that on like Frozen Lance or something and be quite pleased. Reducing the cost of Crypt Builder by 1. Yeah, that one seems reasonable. And then at this point, actually, I'm going to take the opportunity to remove another Train Steward or 2 from my deck. And then upgrade spell to have 20 magic power and consume. That's going to be important for killing backline people. I do not mind that situation at all. Out of these, yo, though. Yo, though. These work so well with my champion. Okay, if we're going for that goalie setup that we talked about before, do I just stick with the Horned Warriors at this point? Like, 30 times 2 multi-strike is really quite potent. There's just no defense there. And then the other one just doesn't have multi-strike yet. You know, I'm going to skip those 2, sadly. I do believe that there's definitely a vein there that we just decided to skip out on. Plus 2 energy, plus 1 energy per turn for 2 blade cards in your deck. Effectively, that's plus 1 energy, the card. But it fills our card with garbage. Our deck with garbage. I will take the Calcified Embers. It is an early game sacrifice with the potential to do some incredible shit later on. Like some absolutely bananas stuff later on. So I'm full on looking forward to seeing what we can do with that. We just have to survive a couple of fights first. So, we can set up on this floor. Not with him, though. Might as well cast on this floor, then. Might as well kill you. And then triple sting. Cool. I am sorely tempted to put the Horned Warrior on a different floor, but I'm not going to. If he comes down here, he will take 2 damage from his attacks. Because he has spikes 1. Yeah, so he's alive and that matters. Might as well. Now, we're going to go back down here. And I think that if we remove this man from existence, that's going to help us out a bunch. Absolutely. I think we're going to do this. Okay. We Ice Tornado here. Which, I mean, hit the stuff, but, like, this is fine. Alright, Horned Warrior, you need a Fortify? You got one. Excellent news. Yeah, we can cast everything on this floor. Might as well raid you up. That was a huge amount of damage. Oh, please. Please work. Yeah! We killed him early. That's the first time I've done that one, too. Alright. Energy Siphon, you're an absolute beast. Harness the Titan can be really, really helpful. Spike the Stygian can be useful. Debuffering can obviously be useful as well. Having Permafrost is what makes these a little bit like, who cares? But Harness the Titan with Permafrost, cast at the right time, is honestly more important than not. Burnout 1 is bad. Endless is bad. Extra HP is not bad, but we just don't have the capacity for it. Now we've got capacity to put a bunch of different units all over the place, which makes me a happy man. Cool. We don't have a lot of money, but we can definitely remove a lot of cards. I'm looking ahead. This is the only time we have to upgrade our creatures for the foreseeable future, and one upgraded creature here can make a big difference. Skip. That hurts. Those look like they were decent. Alright, so what do I want to remove at this point? Train Steward, Train Steward. Easy removes, man. The deck is now back down to 21 cards. We're keeping things a little bit more trim. Endless, not so much. Strength Stone, it's a hard maybe. HP, look, suddenly that Horned Warrior can actually survive and still does a decent amount of, like, you know, nice actual damage. I think that's pretty much perfect for him, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We don't want to reroll. So do I want to put more damage anywhere else? Not really. We could purge. I'm not going to. I'm going to hold on to my money. I think that makes more sense. Sweep, root, or incant +2. This is a... I like sweep. I like the extra damage that he gets just from getting access to sweep, and then rooted keeps everything on the same floor. But I don't think our characters are that strong yet. Let's go for the Thornlord, who's just tankier, and gets more out of our casting of spells, which is kind of what we're doing right now. Random artifact, and everybody gets full health when they move up a floor. Yikes. So, we're going to have to hope here. Alright. If I put the big boy down on this floor, then we will start to do some work. Up here. 100%. 100%. 100%. At least everything dies. You're going to get spell weakened for next time. Okay, is this floor dying? It is not. Close. This is messed up, by the way. Sadly, that was the easiest way to avoid the majority of the damage we're about to take. But that hurt. And there wasn't much we could do about that. What we can do, however... Ho ho ho, that worked. Look, as soon as these calcified embers turn into something a little bit less meaningful, we'll be in a good spot. Right now, do that. Do this. Ice Tornado as hard as you possibly can. Frozen Lance, call it a day. Look, deck works. Would rather have had double Strikey Man behind here. He's a good goalie, but still lacks a couple things. Ho ho ho! Yes! Kill on Slay, we get bonuses. I'm sold. Inferno is not bad. I don't mind it at all. The extra magic power certainly doesn't hurt, but that's not the point of the spell. The point of the spell is that it is a goalie. You put it out on one floor, the floor is... We don't have the room for it, though, so we're going to have to skip it. Out of these, none of them are particularly immediately useful for us, so we're going to go ahead and skip it. And we've been patient, and we've been gracious, and we've been rewarded for our efforts. We now have the ability to kind of cut through our whole deck in less than a turn. I want to go down this side. There's money, there's extra artifacts, Rage does not decay, that's a huge get for us. And then units get an extra upgrade slot. Ooh, mama. Ooh, mama. Okay, hold on. Is there anything we want to spend our money on very soon? Duplication. What would I want to duplicate? I mean, there's not much I'd want to duplicate. I'm currently looking at these next couple rows to see if we need to spend our money now or later. If we save our money for a little bit and we get past Arcus, we'll be able to get to the Merchant of Steel, remove, get some other stuff, and all that all at once. Yeah, we'll save our money, and then we'll go on a shopping binge. Oh, you! Ugh. I don't like Stealth Boss. She's not fine. Okay. We're gonna go down here. Sting. Okay, now you die, sir. Ice Tornado for fun of it, and then double Sting on top of that. You're up here, huh? You have 3 HP, huh? Shame. Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to play you. I'm going to Energy Siphon you. And a double Excavated Ember. Fortify you again. Might as well harness the Titan. Now I got a bunch of decent damage spells. You can die. Take damage. Cool. Not a bad job, folks. I see it. Bingo. Okay, we have nothing that we want to harness the Titan with this turn. So we don't have to cast it. Rage Serum. Fortify the boy. Yeah, we just hold on to the poor guy this turn. A brief respite. For whom? Now here's the problem. We don't have enough HP down here to actually do what we want to do. Just put this boy out. Let's harness the Titan. Get some extra damage on those two spells. Look, if you thought you were getting away, you were incorrect. Okay. Eat up another stealth, please, and we might as well sting twice. I hate this boss. Alright, you're taking 106. It's not nearly enough. If I do this, and then Ice Tornado, that will help a little. Toss that out there, and then Frozen Lance for 11. That's not enough. It's not even close. I hate Stealth Boss. We only barely lived through that. Stealth Boss is the worst. Exhaust cards get X to their value. That's huge. That's actually really big. So we can add 2 random imps to our deck. Pyre Chomper's a thing. Rage Serum adding double stack. Look, none of these immediately make me pleased. I'm a little bit sad. The fact that you work so well right now is incredible. If we had had that, if only I picked that card, we would be in such a good spot right now. So, we said that we wanted to go down the left route. However, circumstances have changed. So, what do I want to remove? Honestly, the two damage torches are just not interesting anymore. And is there any way to, let's see, remove consume? We could just have Excavated Ember come in, give us an energy every turn. We could have Spike of the Stygian just work for us in a big way. We're supposed to have 10 magic power. Harness the Titan being free would be big. I'd be okay with that. Do I want to reroll? Nah. Do I want to purge a card? Potentially. Like, the Frozen Lances aren't doing a whole ton anymore. They're not doing bad amounts, but they're not doing a whole ton. I say we reroll one more time. See what happens. Upgrade spell to have double stack. Yo, there we go. That's closer to form. I will save my money at this point. 10 magic power on Frozen Lance is not going to make or break the bank. So, Arcus, you have the spellcasting one. I hate you. This means approximately half the time he'll be immune to what our deck wants to do. This is rally times. You know what? I don't want rally times. Probably should put him on the bottom floor now that I mention it. I will hold off on that and just double cast that up here. Okay, this is the casting floor now. We don't cast here. Unless if it's our last card. Horned Warrior, up you get. Fledgling him, you might as well, man. I think we've bungled this one, sadly. But that's okay. It happens. We'll go ahead and Excavated Ember. Oh. Did you have to be there that floor, man? And we'll Frozen Lance up here just to say that we did. Okay, rally. Now we've got you for at least some damage. Okay, for at least some. Shit. Forgot about rally. That's okay. Blast him. Get out of the deck. Yeah, that's the spellcasting one. I don't like it. Okay, we harness the Titan. We reduce your strength by a little bit, and we can do, I don't know, 30 damage. Balls. We made a mistake. We forgot they used the spellcasting one. Okay, there's the rally one, but now we actually have real problems. They're not, like, big problems, but they're real problems. Shit! Seriously, this is the floor where you decided this is the time that you want to do all this? Fuck it, I don't have any options. Is either that or we take damage to our deal. We could not afford that. Okay, you have 4 spell weakness on you. That's a good start. Final wave, huh? We'll get you on the second floor. Shame, though. We really had a good run of this. It's just, where's the rest of our spells, though? No. You don't want to waste that on Sting. Like I was going to say, where was this? Seriously, we could have ended him turns ago if we had just drawn that. So, shame. It's not exactly as high as we want to be. Ancient Synergy is not the worst. Ooh, come on. That's not what we want either. Now I want energy for sure. Energy absolutely is the way we want to pull this one. We managed to make it through that, though, without taking any damage, and that matters the most. So, we're going to go down this way. We're going to heal up. We're going to remove some cards. Very specifically at this point, Frozen Lances are starting to see some serious reduction in terms of cost efficiency. Like, I just don't see how they're all that helpful right now. And then, let's see. We want to forge into more incants, or do we want to actually start rooting people now? Really, the incant 3 does add, like, 30 HP, but we need to stop them from moving up as much. Yikes. We're gonna go for Thornlord in can 3. Like, I know it's good. It's fine. It does the trick. Large stone. Hilarious. It works, actually, extremely well. It makes him a premier damage unit, which I love. Our poor goalie. Like, I don't love him anymore. We're gonna have to... We need to upgrade him, though. Otherwise, he's gonna be useless. So I'll give him the extra damage, and then hopefully, we'll get the ability to give him multi-strike later. Now, boss enemy is good. Okay, see, now that's workable. Not great, but workable. Wow, this first turn, though. Alright, so we're going to slam that down, then slam this down. Fortify a boy. Probably our front boy, considering he's about, to take the most damage. If we Ice Tornado, that gets rid of several problems. Sting, 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 and just to cast a spell, boom. You showed up there, huh? You're dead now. Down here. Like, solid get, really. I can harness the Titan on this Ice Tornado and be quite pleased. You actually can't fit the Fledgling Imp down there anymore. Big sad. Given the Rage Serum. Ice Tornado. It actually dealt some damage, which is good. And we got through most of that floor, so that's good. Slam him. Blam him. Yeah, and then just keep on slamming on Fortifies here as much as we can. He's got 79 damage now. He's actually starting to pick up quite hard. Harness the Titan. I think makes good sense. Seven Sap. Brilliant Frostbite. It's not a bad plan. If we Energy Siphon this guy in the front... No, if we Energy Siphon the guy in the back and then Ice Tornado appropriately... Yeah. Might as well sap him while we're at it. Cool. Sting, Sting, Fortify. Might as well get you up and running. There's nothing to Energy Siphon. There's nothing to Spike the Stygian, sadly. So, on this floor, we harness the Titan for sure. We're still not quite doing enough damage. We've got 4 energy. $50, it's 150. Okay, that's decent. Cool, we did it. Barely. Mind you, that boss is tanky as heck, so I'm willing to take it. 400 gold is really going to help too. So, what do we have here? Important work. It sort of helps with our Fledgling Imp. It's a spell. It's usually on the wrong floor, sadly. Skip. And out of these... Look, the ability to apply silence on things is pretty neat, depending. The fact that it's not constant is also good. Titan's Tooth is neat. We don't need any of it. The deck is working relatively okay. But we'll have to see what we can do here. Duplication. If we wanted to duplicate anything, what would it be? The other massive super horned warrior would be pretty sweet. The Spike of the Stygian would also be pretty sweet, because no matter what happens, at least it always casts for like 2 or 3, I forget which. Down the left side, we can upgrade one of our creatures to be a lot better. And down this side, what do our spells look like? Do I need to upgrade them? They're actually all pretty beefed up at this point. We don't really need to upgrade our spells. The only thing that I would think about right now is like duplication. So we're going to go down this route, get some extra money. Quick. You know what? Suddenly that makes you a lot more interesting. Because then you can just kill the thing without them having a chance to really attack you, which makes you a little bit tougher. Can't gain 2 armor. Very cute. Look. We're going to re-roll this, though. Endless. It's not worth it. Okay, units enter the Frostbite 2. It eventually fades. Deal 2 damage whenever enemy unit moves between floors. It's neat. Let's re-roll, though. See if we can get lucky. There we go. That's the kind of stuff I was looking for. So Rage now adds an additional +1 per stack. We have endless amounts of Rage. Groovy. Very groovy. We still have more than enough to go ahead and set this up. Okay, Harness the Titans does not do very much here, but it's not worthless. So I might as well cast it for free. Bounce up here. You're taking this, 100%. Okay, now. Fortify our front guy. If he dies, we're in a bad spot. Cool, that worked out, like, perfectly. Might as well do this now. Absolutely can blast him, and then Spike of the Stygian. Look, if we put that on him, that works. If we put this on you, we don't take damage. Cool, that's fine. If we can get an empty floor with him on it, I was about to say, this could get nasty. Yeah, that worked out pretty nicely. Absolutely energy siphoning him. You're dying. Now you're living, but only barely, and then that guy's making it to the top. This is all very bad. That was a lot of damage. Okay, is there any way to, like, bully my way through all this crap? I don't think there is, sadly. That hurts. This is my only call. If we can kill everybody on his floor, we can kill him here before he gets to our pyre. He's got spell weakness 10. I was about to say that ought to do it. So we only barely made it through that. That hurts. We're definitely less than 40,000. So there's a vein we missed. We have the right artifacts to set up a rage thing. And if we had gone for the siren... we would have probably done fine. I'm going to guarantee that the person in top place right now had the rage siren. Angry lady... Oh, Icy Seal of Fight. Okay. There it is. There it is. And had at least one of those artifacts. So that's a big get. The +3 magic power is also really, really strong. That probably would have helped. And they went for the extra spell slot down the line. Okay. Yeah. That was definitely the right call to make. Overall, we got a couple of big wins. Okay. Killing Daedalus early was big. Unfortunately, killing Daedalus early is not the only thing in the game. And despite our Horned Warrior being an absolute badass for a good chunk of the game, we were let down a little bit. Arcus didn't die until, his last floor. Seraph didn't die until, like, near the end, and we took all the damage we possibly could. Bad news. I was really hoping to get more opportunities to slam him with, like, spell weakness and a fairly strong crit builder, but that's not what happened. It would have been easier had we had more upgrades to our spells. I think that we had a good setup here, but we put our money on the wrong horse. This second Horned Warrior just ended up being a big old sadly. Even with a large stone on it, we never found another multi-strike. I don't think. So as a that multi-strike was fresh on this guy, I think. Yeah. So as a result, this guy never picked up. He never picked up. So I think that the deck could have done better if we had not picked up this one, but had picked up the Rage Lady, we would have had a floor made of some pretty impressive stuff. I think that if we had picked up a second crystal for room, we would have had room to put the fledgling imp down and actually make it useful every turn. That's something I should have considered. That's one of the reasons why large stone is actually like one of those things you have to seriously consider. It's not always a big gimme, but I thought this time it would be good. I thought that this time it'd be that much better, and it did help in that we didn't have to constantly babysit him with fortifies. But you know, not a bad run, but not great either. The fact that it's like, you know, Covenant rank 1 and all that stuff, 37,000 points is not exactly something I'm happy about. Like, we lived, but that's all I can say about that. That's really good. So, thanks for watching. I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Considering how we've done in previous runs, there's room for improvement. I'll see you folks next time.